Hey, welcome to the No Drinks in the Booth podcast, back with another classic episode 25. As always, with me in the booth, Pavan Saki and Chris Watson, and holding it down, myself, Wade Kadir. How is everyone, Pav?
Yo, I'm doing good. I'm living that Australia life, as you guys know. So for me, it's actually like 1 a.m. right now.
That is like Pav's not moved to Australia. He still lives in Birmingham. He just lives on Australian time because why not?
Yeah.
Like, why not?
Still in that lockdown life.
I've only got one more day of it because the cricket finishes. Well, obviously this comes out on a Tuesday, so it will have finished. Like, that's the last one. And it's a bit of an awkward one because I'm gonna wake up, but it's like definitely gonna rain. So I'm kind of fucked on that front. But yeah, that's cool. Got a bit more cricket coming up. Bit more footy. Villa are back. Should be fun. 5 games in 2 weeks. So I'll have a lot of to do and a lot of just fucking rage, realistically. The Bucks are doing all right. We're getting there.
Getting there,
We're getting there. I mean, we got bummed by, was it the Jazz about beginning of the month? I think it was the Jazz.
Most probably. To be honest, I haven't kept up with the Bucks.
Well, we got shafted by the Jazz. I think it was like 131, 108 or something stupid like that. But we're getting there. And yeah, I'm having great fun. I'll be honest.
Decent. Well,
how are you doing, Chris?
I'm good. So obviously, what's your order? It's our favourite segment. Like, it's a favourite amongst us, and
it's a big one,
and this one is big. Like, we can't pretend it's not big because it's Burger King. Like, everyone knows Burger King, and obviously it was my duty to have a Burger King before today's episode. You know, that was important because obviously I need to know my order because I don't normally eat Burger King, so I had to go and find out what I like. And
did you go?
And the thing is,
just get to the point.
I didn't go, but I thought we've got the cameras here. We've upgraded the cameras for this episode of No Drinks in the Booth. Check out on YouTube if you can.
What I'm hearing, Chris.
So I thought, well, I'm not finished yet. So I thought what we should do is,
I'm just saying,
why don't we do, instead of like thinking about our orders, we'll do a live. What's your order? I'll eat it because it's good to have your nutrition on the podcast, you know. So
but if you don't like it,
if I don't like it, I can tell you in real time, and I can give you my instant feedback. I've never eaten this before.
I like this.
This is thrilling. This is brilliant, mate.
Except for, like, no one wants to hear you eating a fucking chicken royale.
Obviously, no, but they do.
The only thing is, obviously,
do they?
I'm going to be eating this, like, just jumping in, when I can. It's going to kind of turn into like ASMR with Chris Watson.
Oh my God, I was literally just about to say, are we about to do food ASMR?
Like, chili bites.
I was going to say, because what we're doing here...
Oh, it's good.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds like you're doing porn, mate, not food ASMR.
If you want to do this again, we can do like a private audience. It's fine, mate. You know, if you want to give me like 20 quid, times are hard. You know, we can work something out. But
20 quid to watch you eat the nuggets? I'll fucking buy them myself.
I'm going to eat this. You can chat about basketball, whatever. Do your thing, and then when it gets to the what's your order, I can give you my honest feedback.
So let's be clear. Chris is going to eat his Burger King throughout the podcast, so he can give us what's his order, a Burger King edition. Quickly, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Disgusting, isn't it? 1 week he was absolutely like, oh yeah, oh wait, how are you doing, friend? Yep. Oh, friend, and now he's fucked you off.
Okay. Yep, straight up. Well, I'm good.
He fucked you off for a burger, which is worse.
I'm not gonna like this burger. It's amazing.
It's like if he fucked you off for someone else, you're like, well, you haven't fucking eaten it yet, so you don't know.
Look at that.
Well, the other thing about What's Your Order, which is pretty sad, is we've pretty much it's run its course. I think we're out of.
Nah, I've got a refresh, boys. I got a refresh ready.
Oh, okay.
I've got a refresh ready.
You didn't want to fucking talk about that before the podcast, no?
No, because I kind of clocked when I was looking at my notes. I was like, oh, what the fuck's this? And I was like, oh yeah, that's just What's Your Order, but like not What's Your Order, but it's kind of pretty similar, and it's food related. and we can argue about what we like and don't like about stuff, because basically that is 97% of this podcast anyway.
So what's your orders not ending then, nah? It's just coming back in a different way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
Okay, well, I'm looking forward to it. We've got the Burger King one coming up later. Chris is obviously eating Burger King.
This is fantastic. I can't lie to you. This is
like
fantastic.
classic Chris.
This is fantastic.
It's full classic Chris, because what it is we're like, oh yeah, well what we should do is we should do like this little 5 minutes of preparation for the podcast at some point before we do the podcast. Chris has clocked that he's not done it, because that's a thing, like when...
Because Chris doesn't do it, yeah. 7
minutes ago, before we started recording this podcast, and we were like, oh yeah, well, we were talking about the news. No, there's not that much because fuck all's happening. And Chris went, oh, isn't there? Oh, haven't even seen. Even though like
he don't look at the notes.
He made this whole big deal about how we should all put the notes in like one place, and we should be like, oh yeah, you put that there, and you put, oh Pav, have you approved this one? And he's like, he doesn't even fucking read it.
That's not quite true.
It's so disorganised.
I actually decided 25 minutes before the podcast, because that's how long delivery takes to deliver. So
is that basically you were hungry and you were like, oh, well, I don't know what I'm going to say, so let me just order something?
I was going to go to Burger King this morning, I promise. But then I was like, why would I go there? I'll just get it delivered. Actually, it was by Uber Eats. I'll just get it delivered. And then I'll eat it on the podcast. Then I can like have an amazing time.
I take it you're not going to have your post-podcast crumpet then?
Ooh. I do love my...
Chew first.
Chris's pop filter is basically just full of like beef drippings and like lettuce right now.
Okay, well I'm going to tell you what I've been up to since Chris is chewing a burger.
Yeah, Wade, how are you doing, mate?
Yeah, Wade, how are you doing?
I've got a brand new iPhone. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I've got a brand new iPhone. Which
are
is
you
quite
flexing
good.
that 12?
Yeah, I'm flexing that 12, which is what I'm recording on. Shout out to the iPhone users. Yeah.
Which one did you get?
The 12.
Yeah, but like which one? Because there's more than one 12, ain't like the straight 12. Did you get the 12 Pro?
No, I got the straight 12 because I won't use any of the features of the Pro.
That's absolutely fair enough.
Like, amazing features, I won't use none of them. So yeah, it's like, it weren't worth paying the money.
My uncle was literally up until, what was it, about a month or two ago, was still using like a 6S, because he was like, well, WhatsApp works and I can call people.
Yeah.
So it's fine. It's only that he actually broke the screen where he was like, oh yeah, I'll just go and buy the new one.
Well, I've been using an 8. Well, that's like the one I had was an 8, and it was fine. I had no issues with it. Loved it. It's only that it's starting to get slower and slower. And
yeah, it's run its course, isn't it?
Yeah, and I was due a new phone. I keep hold of the phones. I don't like change them every year. So I was like, Joe, what? I'm gonna get a new one. Shout out.
I feel really bad because normally, because I'm on the upgrade program life, I do change every year. So since like the 7, I've changed every year, and this year obviously I haven't. And I'm like, because the shops aren't open, so I can't swap the phone. Yeah. And like, I'm happy. I was like, if there's a year that I didn't swap, this is the year, because I can't get FOMO when like I see people with the 12.
Yeah,
I'm like, well, I don't see people.
Like the 12 is really good. It's got loads of features. It's smooth. Like, I really like it. But anything's an upgrade from an 8. So
yeah.
But my point, what I really like is I got the leather case.
You got the MagSafe thing.
MagSafe, yeah, the MagSafe, and I really quite like the leather case. Touch of luxury. I feel expensive. I don't feel like a basic bitch anymore. I love
MagSafe is coming back, boys. Anyway, on the laptops.
Yeah, apparently the touch bar's going, which I'm quite happy about.
The touch bar was shit.
I don't have a touch bar one, thankfully, but
it doesn't work.
Well, that's the issue.
Quite sad.
It's just not usable. It looks cool. Because it moves.
Chris, sharp and eat.
Hold on, I'm quite passionate about touch bars. I'm quite passionate about touch bars.
The thing
is,
it
looks cool, but it's just
if the touch
impractical.
bar actually worked, if it actually worked, it would be really good. Except for the fact that it doesn't work.
Yeah,
which is kind of shitty.
That doesn't help.
Mine kind of works.
Chris,
sorry, I need to eat. Sorry, I need to eat.
Name one software that you use where you're like, the touch bar has improved the experience.
This is my point.
Name one.
Photo.
Name one.
That's it.
Name one.
This is my point. It does work. Like, it doesn't not work, but it just isn't used for anything.
Physically,
physically it works.
Software-wise.
I've never ever been like, oh my god, this is going to be so much easier because I've got the touch bar. I literally only use it to turn my brightness up and down, and then turn like my volume up and down, which was
you could do with buttons
on the previous Macs. So yeah, it was cool, but just not needed. So it looked cool.
Do you use it on Logic?
No, not at all.
Exactly. So it's
and that's the kind of
that's like the one it should get used on.
Literally.
Absolutely pointless. Okay, I think we've got a really good podcast this week. We've got good reviews, I think.
I mean, I hope we have a good podcast every week, to be fair, Wade.
No, we do, but I'm just saying, I'm the one that does the notes. I'm looking over the notes. I'm impressed. Yeah, the reviews look powerful. The news is sparse, but it's a big topic, so that's fine. We've got Wushall, the Burger King edition, and Chris is actually eating it on the podcast as we go.
Amazing. It's incredible.
Cannot wait to see how the fucking reviews go while you eat it.
Yeah.
Should we get into the news?
Yeah, let's do some news.
Okay, there's literally one story because nothing's happened, and it is on the 20th of January. Joe Biden becomes the 46th President of the United States and gets sworn in for his inauguration, and Kamala Harris becomes the first ever black woman, first ever South Asian woman, and first ever woman to become vice president on that day. Very big news, and the security around the Capitol is like fucking
insane. Yeah, absolute. It's more soldiers in the capital than there are in
Iraq and Baghdad.
Yeah.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, combined.
Yeah, it's a fact,
like,
yeah.
all of them combined,
mad.
there's more soldiers in the capital right now. And those pictures of them like sleeping in the halls of Congress and stuff, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's literally like a civil war. Like, it is.
I mean, it's probably crazy. As close as they've got to one in the last few years.
Other than the obvious one. But yeah, it's close as.
What do you mean, which obvious
actually,
one?
It wasn't a civil War of Independence. That wasn't a civil war, though. That was just, I mean, that's not, that's a bit.
But the War of Independence wasn't a civil war, but the Civil War, funnily enough,
that's
was
a civil war. There you go.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, Chris. And obviously there was Civil War Captain America.
That was close to a civil war. It had Civil War in the title, so that was close to a civil war.
Have either one of you ever seen Hamilton?
No, but like I sort of need to.
You do. It's 3 hours. It is the best 3 hours I actually spent watching a musical. It's available on Disney Plus. So shout out to Disney Plus subscribers.
I'm on that life.
Yeah, you should watch it. It is like, I like musicals. I'm not crazy on them. It is one, very educational, and two, fucking sick.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I've heard about it. That it's like actually decent. So
it's really good.
I might have to jump into that, but
you should.
Like it's one of them. Like I gotta have that dedication to like sit there and watch it because like obviously you guys know my time is very limited these days.
Yeah, tell it. Yeah. Really.
Yeah. It's whatever. Going back to presidency though, because you know one news story we should probably long it out for more than 45 seconds and us talking about Chris and
Hamilton.
Captain America.
Donnie's at the door, mate. Donnie's going.
I think, yeah, because obviously Kamala Harris is, like you said, first Asian, first black, first woman.
Yep.
I think she should just keep running with stuff. Like, she should be like, oh yeah, well, I'm like the first female president that's wearing like pink thong in the White House. Yeah, I'm here. Like, just random shit. She'd be like, oh yeah, I was the first female vice president to do this and do that.
Well, she will be
female vice president.
She will.
Like, everything she
That's
will
what I'm saying. She can just keep flexing. I think she should just start doing random shit and be like, oh yeah, well, I'm like the first female vice president to like do 25 jumping jacks before I go into my first meeting or some shit like that.
She is like, to be fair to her, she is like cool. Like she did Complex's Sneaker Shopping, which is a YouTube program.
Yeah.
If you're into sneakers like I am, I suggest you check out. She does cool shit.
She did get a little bit of backlash at one point though.
For
she took this picture and it was like meant to be like, because obviously they were trying to get the black and Asian vote and obviously then in turn the Mexican vote you generally get. And they released like this press photo and she was coming off a plane or something and she's wearing like Timberlands, and obviously Timberlands, like especially in America, like it's a black thing to wear Timberlands, specific, like more so than anyone else. It's like part of that dress sense. There was loads of people like, oh yeah, she's like really going in for that, like she's really trying to pull the heartstrings kind of thing. I didn't have too much problem with it, but I know Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz managed a whole podcast about it, so must have been a thing.
Wow. That's a bit. That sounds a bit over the top to me. Like,
yeah, I think that.
What the hell?
But also, we're not American, so
true. Nothing can be worse than Donald Trump. So,
Oh.
nothing. Literally, there's nothing worse.
Do you reckon?
Well, I mean, obviously there could be worse, but there could be a lot better, and hopefully there will be a lot better because
look, I'm not being funny. Like Donald Trump is very low down on like where you've got like it's not like they've got a big job on their hands taking the office because of how bad a state the country's in. But equally, I'm not being funny. There's a lot of stuff. Donald Trump is a very low bar.
Yeah.
Like he has, like morality wise, it's an extremely low bar.
Yeah, I mean, there's not been a president like him, and look at all these things that Biden's
for good reason.
Yeah.
Look at all these things that Biden is going to supposedly do in the first 10 days of office. All these things he's going back into the Paris Climate Agreement. He's obviously doing some crazy changes in how the country's dealing with coronavirus, which if you look at literally any metric or like any map on like COVID and like cases or deaths, you don't even have to be specific with it because you can just find a metric. And you look at the UK and we're like, like we're not really doing, no, we're not doing too good. You drag across the map and you go to like the States and it's like, just, the colour that says this is like the worst place in the world. And then you've got that famous, I think Wade, I sent it to you or you found the other day, and a lot of people have the circle map. Lots of people have seen it because it's been shared and you can find it on most news.
Oh, I haven't. Cheers for sending it, lads.
You might even recognise it, Beth, or you can like search it. It's available. This map where they base it with the circles, like how big the circle is on the country is how big of an impact COVID has had on the country. And the United States one is literally like, it's like out in the Pacific somewhere. It's out in the Atlantic somewhere. Like it's just gone. Like it's just gone.
Yeah. Well, like two things Joe Biden is doing related to COVID is $1.9 trillion package, including testing, vaccination, stimulus checks, business support, insurance support.
He's flexing the checks, ain't he?
100 million vaccinations will be given in his first 100 days in office. Like he's saying, look, I'm not being funny. Look at what shit the president before was doing. Look what I'm gonna do.
I mean, that's trillion with a T. Trillion. Yeah. Like that's a lot. That's a lot of money.
Well, they've promised that every adult American that wants a vaccine and is eligible for a vaccine will be vaccinated by June.
Oh, because we've said September, innit?
Yeah, and we're on track for September as well.
Well, this is the thing. Like, I saw something the other day on like the Conservative Facebook page, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we're giving like this many." It was like, "Oh, we're giving out like 14,000 what's it called, vaccinations a second," and I was like, "You guys are just trying to make that number sound really, really, really big."
140 jabs a minute. It is.
It's some next shit. I was like, you guys are trying to make it sound really big by making it a really small metric. But actually then, because like they've been saying, oh, well, we're going to give this many a week or this many a month in their big plans. But they're like, oh, yeah, well, it's this many a minute. It's like, come on, guys, just fucking say if you're actually going to do like how many in a month or
they are
keep the same metric.
They are on track.
Are they?
Yeah. The ONS, which is obviously the Office of National Statistics, reported they are giving 140 jabs per minute. Which, if you times that by the amount of minutes they're open and the amount of vaccines and adults and all that shit, do loads of maths, it works out that every eligible adult will be vaccinated by September.
That's September.
That's good. Is that, and that obviously including our age group?
That's everyone.
Every eligible adult from I think I'm guessing 18 plus. I think it is. So.
Yeah, probably would be. But yeah, Pav, you're right. September. That's still September. Like it's great. It's fantastic. September's a write-off. Obviously, for us DJing, I mean, that's going to be.
The only plus is that we might actually get freshers next year, and generally speaking, that's everyone's best month anyway.
Well, I don't know. Listen, I had conversations with people in 2020 in like June about doing freshers, like, so I'm not even going to put a date on it or expect anything to happen because.
Wow, you should, and it's after September next year, at least.
Next year.
This year.
Yeah.
It's not 2021 yet. Like, it doesn't feel like that.
No, it is 2021. Literally, it says on a calendar it's 2021. Look, the thing is, if we can just get all look, if we can get vaccinated this year, we can actually go back to life. So if I've got to wait till September, mate, I'll be chilling.
Yeah.
I'll be stone cold broke, but I'll be relaxing.
Yeah.
On the street, but still relaxing.
God, okay.
Well, you don't have to worry about the mortgage.
Yeah, because I'd lose the house, but whatever. No, I'm joking.
It's all good. It's good news. It's good news.
We've waited this long. If we've got to wait till September to get normality back, I'd wait till September to get normality back. At least we can see there's going to be normality. Last year we was just in a perpetual in and out of lockdown.
Well, last year we could see it. It's just we were all wrong.
How do you mean?
We were like, oh yeah, because we were like in March last year. Everyone was like, yeah, give it a month, we'll be cool. So we could still see it. But we were like, we just had what's the word, like false hope.
Yeah.
Or like,
I knew we was fucked. Yeah. After a month when we still didn't shut the borders, I was like, oh, we're fucked here.
Yeah, but that was like, that's just like our government are just actually like fucking stupid. Like, it's just such an easy thing.
We're an island as well, so it's like to shut the borders is a lot easier than if you're landlocked.
Yeah, and like we're trying to leave like the EU in a bid to shut the fucking borders, and literally they had a free pass because really they could have flexed it and been like, oh well, we really don't like this immigration and XYZ, let's shut the borders. And you know what, coronavirus is kind of like we can hide that under the rug. Then we can say, oh yeah, but it's coronavirus, isn't it? And they literally still didn't.
Yeah. Man.
Like, it's a fucking mind blow.
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad.
Well, that would sum up 2020. And look, I criticise the government quite heavily. And yeah, and I think they deserve it. That's why they're the government. You get paid the big money to take the big questions. And I think
Matt Hancock didn't.
Yeah, he just kept saying he's glad. But my point is, they're on track to do what they've said they're going to do. So credit where credit's due. If they do it, then I can't criticise them.
Yeah, sort of.
Well, I can't criticise them for that.
You can't criticise them for that. I think the problem that's going to happen now is maybe they're going to be like, oh, well, we vaccinated everyone, and they're going to try and come out as like the fucking messiah, which is 100% the play. The play is, oh, well, we have saved civilization. And it was like, yeah, only because you fucking killed it in the first place.
Well,
like, coronavirus was there.
Yeah, but look,
no. Like, I've been watching the cricket. And it's predominantly been played in Australia and New Zealand. Yeah. New Zealand had no restrictions, so they had full capacity. So I've got 30,000 people at the cricket. All sat next to each other, not masking up. In Australia, they're at, depending on the stadium, a third to half capacity with some masks. Like, you're supposed to wear them, but no one does because there's literally been like 0 COVID deaths for like a month. Like, they're killing it. Japan has basically no COVID, and they didn't even have a lockdown. They still haven't had a lockdown, and they've got no cases. Like, there's enough countries that are not like tiny, like we're not talking about like Samoa, just like a small little island. These are big countries that we're sort of comparable to.
Well, I mean, the big one for me has always been New Zealand, because kind of in terms of like GDP and just general, it's difficult to compare ourselves to Japan because of like economics and stuff, but with New Zealand, it's like you can compare ourselves to them, and it's just been handled so much better, hasn't it?
If you talk about population density, Japan is about the same as ours in terms of space to people ratio. New Zealand's a little bit bigger. Australia you can't really use because there's like 20 million people that live there, and it's like the size of America.
Yeah. But if like, you look at New Zealand and Japan, then, and it's like it doesn't take a genius to work out that it's been handled a lot better over there. Let's be real.
My point is, I think as you should with people in power and in politics, you should criticise them where they deserve the criticism, and praise them where they deserve the praise. That's it.
Yeah, and the fact that we're the first country in the world to start vaccinating people, that's serious. Like, that's amazing. I love that.
There's some really great positives, and there's also some really horrible negatives. But yeah,
do you know what my only hope is out of all this? Are you guys seen that Fire Festival documentary?
Yeah, I watched it. Fantastic.
Yeah, you know that bit where the guy was like, I was going to suck some dick for water. I just hope that like Matt Hancock was like, I will suck Pfizer's dick for 1 million like vaccinations a month. Like, I just wish that was a scenario that would play out.
It definitely went down
just because
like
it would be fucking hilarious. This is the thing though. Like, it's possible.
Well, I mean, it's kind of very unlikely.
I mean, also true, but I mean, it's not like either of them would have caught anything because vaccinated. Outside
has Matt Hancock been vaccinated yet?
I mean, before he sucked his dick, you'd hope so. Otherwise, he wouldn't have done it.
Wait, the thing that goes on in Pav's mind scares me sometimes. Who knows what's going on?
God, it always scares me.
Someone's got to say what everyone else is
I wasn't thinking
guys.
that. Guys, promise you that. I wasn't thinking that.
Okay, should we move away from sucking dick to reviews?
Please.
Yeah, happy to do that. Yeah, that's good.
I'm done.
Good stuff. Okay, as always, Chris, are you still eating your burger?
No, I finished ages ago. It was amazing, but
what?
Chris, hold your thoughts in. We're not at that point yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so shut up.
You obviously didn't order enough because like it should never be consumed that quickly. Really,
I was like, I don't even think I saw him eat the burger, but it's not the point.
Yeah, I didn't.
I'm not gonna lie,
either.
I demolished it. Like, I was so hungry, and it was amazing.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, let's move on to reviews. As always, you can listen to all of the tracks we talk about today on our Spotify playlist, No Drinks in the Booth, and you can watch all the videos to them on our YouTube playlist of the same name, No Drinks in the Booth. I highly suggest you do both. Check out the playlist. Okay, let's get into it. The first track for the reviews is Pav choking is Don't Play, Anne-Marie, KSI and Digital Farm Animals. Pav, you love KSI. Thoughts?
I really like this song. It's just a good song. I think there's like a clear enough distinction now between KSI the rapper artist and KSI the YouTuber, although it will never fully be cleared, but it is a thing now. I think people are like, okay, yeah, he does like that and he does that, and it's just different things. He just happens to be famous in both now. Song was good. I love the hook. I just really like Anne-Marie on the song. The music is hard, very AJ Tracy West Tenney, like that. It got a 4 out of 5 from me.
Yeah, it was actually really good. I think one of the best KSI songs so far, alongside Killer Killer. And I thought you'd be going crazy about it, Pav, to be honest, because it's kind of garage. I mean,
I'll be honest. I've held on listening to it until like I've heard like a couple of tiny bit snippets on like Instagram memes and stuff, but like I held before because like for the podcast because I was like, oh, I need to like give honest reviews.
Oh well, and then
so do you want to continue? Because it's
no, so I don't know what your point just was. I didn't know what your point just was. So you watched it.
Just give it a fucking rating.
But Pav, you watched it just before the podcast, like just before.
Yeah, as in like I haven't.
Oh, you haven't. What you're saying is you
loving it yet because I've only listened to it.
You haven't let it settle. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I gave it 4 out of 5 drinks too. Really good.
Okay, Anne-Marie, KSI and Digital Farm Animals track's called Don't Play. I gave it 3. I think it's good. Very cookie cutter-esque, but I really like KSI on YouTube. His music, meh. I don't mind it. I'm not a big fan. It's okay. I like it. Don't know.
Okay.
It's just okay. Okay, let's move on. Next track, Lumidee, Chip, Young Ads and Young MA. Chris?
Check the video. It's nice to see social distancing as a thing. Maybe, obviously, all like boxed into that tiny flat in central London. Like, okay, I don't know. Maybe it was shot at a certain time. Okay, but I don't know.
It definitely wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like they could get in trouble for that, or maybe their fans won't care. I don't know. But yeah. So I gave it a 3 out of 5 drinks. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just all right. I feel like, and we'll definitely obviously talk about this later, which is why I'm doing this amazing segue for half an hour's time. Chip, the send master, and Chip, the artist, are like two very different people. And I don't think I like Chip, the artist, that much. So this got a 3 out of 5. It's just average in my opinion, and I feel like it could have just been better.
Yeah, Lumidee, Chip, Young Ads and Young MA. I gave it 3. I'm not the biggest fan of Young Ads or D Block Europe. I don't mind them. Chip, yeah, it was alright. I think Young MA's verse was quite good. That's why I got 3. I think I summed that up well. Okay, next track, Skeng Man, Gets featuring Stormzy. Pav?
Yeah, so you stopped there. I was like, oh, maybe Wade's just going to go first for once.
No,
maybe he feels like really
excited.
profound
Like,
about this one song.
I'm trying to figure out whether to keep this light on or not. That's what it is.
It got a 1 because it's not a Chip diss. No, I'm joking.
That's good.
But Chip, reply, bro. You can hear, bro. You can hear. Again, it was kind of all right, and I feel like I expected more from it, but like that didn't happen, which is unfortunate because you see Gets and you see Stormzy. I'm like, oh yes, it's going to be fucking huge, and it just kind of didn't hit that. It was a slightly underwhelming. So I got a 3 out of 5. It was Chip, but Stormzy, don't talk about Skeng Man and not reply to Chippy Boy because he don't run out of bars, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to address the Chip thing. Like, I want Chip to reply. I want Stormzy to reply.
Chris just wants everyone to beef.
I want people in grime to beef. I love the Wiley Stormzy diss. Like, I actually listened to Still Disappointed like on the regular as a song. I thought that was just amazing.
As a thing,
yeah.
On pro clubs, our like hype song is still Relegation Rhythm.
There you go.
The Bugsy one.
It's exciting. So I want Stormzy to reply, and I thought this was so good. The Skeng Man Gets and featuring Stormzy. I thought you'd love it, Pav. And some of Gets' lines are just crazy. 4 out of 5 drinks.
Given my review, I obviously don't love it.
What did you give it, Chris? Because you went. Oh yeah, it's really good here. It's a 5.
You gave it a 3, like everything else.
4 out of 5 drinks.
Sat clearly inside your chest.
4 out of 5 drinks.
Okay, Skeng Man Gets featuring Stormzy. I gave it 4 out of 5 as well. I thought it was good. Bars, and bars. Okay, that's
yeah.
Good. Next track, Friday, the Dopamine re-edit by Written and Nightcrawlers featuring Mufasa and Hype Man. Chris?
Smart move. It's obvious why they've done it. It's a very obvious track. Yeah, it's a smart move. I mean, I'm surprised it's not been done sooner. So 4 out of 5 drinks.
Oh, that was a bit brave. I gave it a 2. Just don't like it. Like, there's already enough good versions of the tune in it.
Yeah, there's a lot of versions of this tune.
Stop rinsing it. There's a lot of versions of this tune because the original is a very good song. So like just stop. Like, it's been done so many times. Like, and there's like so many obviously like unofficial like remixes and dubs and fucking all that kind of shit, bootlegs, whatever. Like, because it's that bait song, which means inherently there's going to be a lot of good ones, and I feel like I've just heard too many versions that are better than this, that like it can't even get a 3 because clearly it's not average on the scale. So it did get a 2 from me.
Okay, Friday, Dopamine re-edit, Written and Nightcrawlers featuring Mufasa and Hype Man. I gave it a 4. I thought it was good. My only criticism is that maybe it should have come out a lot sooner, because obviously like the whole viral part of it was like a year ago most probably. But can I knock them? No. Is a track well made? Yes. Will it go off in a club? More than likely, so it gets a 4. Okay, let's keep going. 34 plus 35 remix, Ariana Grande featuring Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion. Pav, you are Ariana Grande's biggest fan, so you can go first.
Probably am, because the rest of them are about 12.
You fucking perv.
Mad.
Pav, this is why I love you, mate. This is why I love you, because you openly say that, which is, I don't know what that means, but that's funny.
You don't know? What do you mean you don't know what that means?
I don't know what that says about you. I don't know what that says about you, but that's fair
I'll
enough.
be honest, I feel like I'm getting a bit R. Kelly'd here, but like I've not done anything.
Well, I mean, you haven't done anything other than say all of Ariana Grande's fans are 12 except you. So you're putting yourself in that group, which...
Okay. Okay, look, let's go away from comparing yourself to R. Kelly. Talk about the
Oh my
track.
god, he did just do that as well. Oh my god.
Yeah. I am the world's greatest.
Pav, stop. You're going to get us cancelled. Please stop.
Yeah. Literally, we will get pissed on, so carry on.
Wow.
I couldn't resist
These
that
are
one.
this is Pav, not us. This is not No Drinks in the
Neither could
Booth.
he,
This
to
is
be fair.
Pav.
Yeah, Pav, talk about 34 plus 35 remix.
It's just a solid tune anyway. Like, it's already really good. This got 4 out of 5 from me, just because I feel like there's just something missing from it, and I don't know what it is. Maybe a different. If Drake hopped on this, it would most likely get a 5. Realistically,
What do you mean if
But it
Drake
got a 4?
If Drake hopped on this? What the fuck are you talking about?
What do you mean, motherfucker? Sorry, I'm just saying. If Drake was on this, yeah, I feel like it would
Why
just
would
get
Drake
murdered.
be on this tune?
Yeah, exactly.
Why would Drake not be? Sorry,
Obviously, he's not going to be on this track.
why can't Drake? Why can't Drake be on this song?
Because he's just not, is he? Why is Drake going to go on?
No.
34
Nah,
plus
I'm telling you,
35?
if Drake, I'm telling you right now, if Drake hopped on this tune, it would pop
That's like me.
differently.
That's like me saying, well, if Chip Top's on this tune, we get a really good Stormzy reply. The fuck?
No, that's not a thing. That's
But it's not a thing that Drake's going to jump on Ariana Grande song. At least
You
not this
never
one.
know. The day I will be counting down the days when this podcast is long gone, and them two do a collab, and I'll be like, yeah,
We'll still
Yeah,
be
guys,
we'll still
remember
be
that?
around. We'll still be around. Okay, let's keep going, Chris.
Sorry, I just love this.
he's just fully lost all composure because I said if one of the greatest artists worked with another one of the greatest artists.
Look, I'm just
it
saying,
would be a
Drake
good
is
song.
obviously not going to jump on 34,
Hang on.
35.
For someone that is such a Drake fan, when we did, I think it was 21 Savage featuring Drake, Mr. Right Now, he was like, yeah, I don't really like this feature by Drake.
Yeah, sorry, he can have bad songs, but it doesn't mean
But
I
it
don't
wasn't
think he sound
bad.
good on these.
It was good.
It wasn't my opinion.
Yeah, fuck your opinion. Let's keep going.
Oh, cheers. Fucking hell. Someone's woken up on the wrong side of the bed today.
Oh my god! Right, let me save the reviews. Let me save the reviews right now. 34 plus 35 remix, featuring Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, everything I've got to say is
But
not as
maybe
good
more
as what we
people in
just
the
said.
future.
Well, I love the fact it's like, let me save the reviews. You just read the song title and then
just said
paused.
nothing.
Yeah, it's like literally what Wade does when he does his review, so he can bring it back to that.
No, but yeah, the perfect artist for the remix, like it's just perfect put together to be expected. And obviously, I've got here Pav's favourite song, which is because you've been saying how much you love 34, 35. I gave it 3 out of 5 drinks. It's cool.
Okay, that review is completely all over the place. 34 plus 35 remix, Ariana Grande featuring Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion. I gave it 4. Could it be a 5? Yeah, but the original
With Drake.
No, the original was so well done that I think this didn't add much value to it. So I think, I don't know.
Let's take a note of this. We're going to talk about this later.
Okay, you're going to say, okay, whatever. Okay, next track. Your Love, 9 p.m. ATB, Topic and A7S. Pav.
I mean, this would have been a 5 if Drake was on it, to be quite honest, guys.
Oh
But no, it got 3 out of 5. It was a solid tune, but kind of there was nothing more to it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I thought this was really good. Amazing sample. I'm sure my mum heard it coming down the stairs and she went crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's just like a classic. Like it's amazing riff, the original. I gave it 4 out of 5 drinks, and I love Topic's music in general. I think it's just high quality electronic music, which I just love. So 4 out of 5 drinks.
Okay, Your Love, 9 p.m. ATB, Topic and A7S. Obviously samples the classic ATB track 9 p.m.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I gave it a 4. I think it was a good way to maybe like reboot a classic song in a way that keeps like the integrity of it. So it got 4. I thought it was solid. I would play this. I actually quite enjoyed it. I play multiple different remixes of 9 p.m. in my sets sometimes. So the fact there's sort of like a reboot of it, I'm pretty happy with. Okay, next track, Bad Boy, Juice WRLD featuring Young Thug. Chris?
I've heard a lot of records like this record. Just like the artists, you can't hate on Young Thug is actually highly rated, amazing artist, and obviously Juice WRLD, rest in peace. I've heard a lot of tracks like this. I just think for artists as good as and as great as those guys, I feel like there'd be something more. So 3 out of 5 drinks.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of either artist, to be fair. But it was a 3 out of 5. Again, nice tune, solid tune. Is there something that's taking it to the next level? Probably not. But it's not bad. So yeah, 3 out of 5.
Okay, Bad Boy, Juice WRLD featuring Young Thug. I gave it 4. It's saying, listen, look, I'm a fan of Juice WRLD, fan of Young Thug. I'm a hip hop guy, so like for me, this is perfect. I really liked it. I thought it had all the right elements. Good collab. R.I.P. Juice WRLD. Okay, next track. If You Wanna, Left Wing and Cody. Pav?
Yeah, I actually really like this tune. It was just vibey. And that is one of the best compliments you can get on this podcast. It was vibey. And so for that reason, it got 4 out of 5.
This track's kind of, unfortunately, because it's an amazing track, it's kind of lost right now with no Ibiza or festivals. So hopefully it just kind of hangs around and maybe comes back in the summer. I'm sure Tool Room and Left Wing and Cody are going to be pushing it. It's just like one of those amazing house records. 3 out of 5 drinks. I thought it was cool. And Left Wing and Cody is like, they're like quality producers.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Never do a review again.
No, I want to
cancel yourself.
On it. Can we organize
cancel
that?
yourself? You literally went. It's one of the classic house songs. 3 out of 5.
I said it was like a big house record.
And I thought I was going to be dick of the day on the releases for saying Drake should go on 34, 35, which is a hot take, but that was fraudulent to the highest degree.
If Drake was on this track, it would get 4 out of 5 drinks. But that's fair.
I think we can all establish Chris talks utter shit during the reviews.
3 out of 5 is 3 is my favourite number. It's my lucky number.
The best thing about Chris eating that Burger King was that he wasn't fucking talking for those 7 minutes.
I'd rather eat the Burger King than talk, to be honest. It was amazing.
Okay, Left Wing and Cody, track's called If You Wanna, it's out on Tool Room Records. I gave it a 3 out of 5. I thought it was good. It's obviously going to come and go, unfortunately, because there's no clubs or festivals. Chris was just being extremally diplomatic in the way he said it.
Of course, it would have been one of those classic house records.
But. Yeah. But, there's no festival, so it ain't going to be like Show Me Love. So, whatever. Okay, let's move on. Flo Milli. Sorry, the track is called Roaring 20s. Chris?
This was so good. Crazy different. Some funny bars. It's just crazy different. 5 out of 5 drinks, straight up.
Oh, mad. Well, I gave it a 2, so...
Whoa.
There's that. I just didn't like it. It's just like...
It's just got a vibe. It's just like something I've not heard anything like this in recent times. Well, ever, I don't think. But it's just super unique.
A lot of times... I feel like a lot of times that can be for good reason, and I thought it was
She's an emerging artist.
Maybe... Yeah. Just you're emerging. Doesn't mean songs are good,
mate. Just fucking rate it, so I can.
I did. I gave it a 2 out of 5 about 3 sentences ago.
All right, both of you shut up then. Flo Milli, track's called Roaring 20s. I gave it a 5 out of 5. Flo Milli is blowing up. The sample use is good. The bars are good. It's gonna go mad on TikTok or some shit like that. And Pav is donkey of the day now. Okay.
No.
I stole that.
I've always looked like envy, to be fair.
Stole that from Breakfast Club. Okay, moving on. Crazy for Your Love, Tough Love. Chris, do you just want to straight up say it's 3 out of 5 and we can move on? Or do you want to actually review it?
Well, of course, it is one of those classic house songs.
4 out of 5.
For them
4 out of 5 drinks.
Fucking hell, I'm going to kill over.
You can't have too many classic house records in one review section. So, don't throw that compliment around, Pav, like too much.
Oh, yeah, dickheads, get to the point.
4 out of 5 drinks.
You know what I mean?
3 out of 5 drinks for Crazy for Your Love.
Why?
By Tough Love.
Why?
Because it's just great. It's greatness. It's really well written, really well produced, really well done, tastefully done. I appreciate it. I enjoyed listening. 4 out of 5 drinks.
Yeah, Chris kind of said all I was going to say anyway. Kind of feel exactly the same. 4 out of 5.
I agree with both of you. 4 out of 5. Crazy for Your Love, Tough Love. I'm not gonna literally. Yeah, it's really well made. A good slice of dance music. Unfortunately, my worry about it is that it will come and go like a lot of dance music because there's no clubs or festivals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Deal With It. Ashniko featuring Kelly's. Pav.
This was a bop, you know. This is a vibe. Like, this was a tune I sort of didn't know I needed in my life, but now it's here to stay. So for that reason, it did get a 4 out of 5 from me.
Yeah, I've never heard of Ashniko. I don't know about you guys, but I've never heard of Ashniko. And
Nope, same.
It's so good. The video made me want to do a Pirates of the Caribbean marathon, and it's just great song, great sample, just really good. 5 out of 5 drinks. More music like this, please, world.
So, what did you give it?
5 out of 5 drinks.
Yeah, and I'm jumping on the same boat, and I gave it 5 out of 5. Ashniko featuring Khalees. Track's called Deal With It. Quality new emerging artist. I found this when I was trawling through the playlist to do the reviews, and automatically I was like, this is a banger. And then I watched the video and I was like, this is actually a sick video. It's got a Khalees feature, which I can't imagine are easy to come by. Wicked, absolutely wicked. And that's what deserves the 5. Okay. Moving on. Track is called Who by Issy Cross. Chris?
Another really good track. So atmospheric, kind of booky. Like, it just hits hard. Like, I'd describe the track as booky. I'd describe this track as booky.
Well, the song was really good, but it did try and rob me outside of Ladbroke, so it's booky.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, you could use that word for that word as well, or I'm using it to describe this track because that's what it felt, because of how atmospheric it was, and it didn't rob me. It just gave me good vibes. So 4 out of 5 drinks.
Hearing Chris describe that song as booky might be my favourite.
That's a highlight. I want that like clips.
Yeah, this tune was alright. I didn't think it was booky, but it got a 3 out of 5. It's probably why maybe I knew that it was going to be a booky song, and so I went with the Chris Classic 3. But yeah, that's what it did get.
Who is he cross? I gave it 4 out of 5 drinks. Really good listening track, like sonically, really nice to listen to. I had it playing, as I do with the playlist in general, in the background to listen to the tracks while I was doing some other stuff. And I listened to this one over and over again. I really enjoyed it. So that's why I got 4 out of 5. Okay, last track. Technically, it's not a new release, but I don't think the releases have to be new. But it's a song that Chris sent to me in the week. And I really liked it, and I thought it was worth giving a review. Chris, what year did it come out?
Came out
remember?
Last year.
So 2020, so we're late on it, but we like it, so it's in there. The track is called Damn Right Part 2 by Andre Nuna.
Audrey Nuna? Audrey?
Nuna? Audrey?
Yeah,
Audrey Nuna
Audrey.
and DJ Snake. Chris, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, obviously, curveball for the reviews, because it's not a recent release, but 5 out of 5 drinks. I heard this. I'm a big fan of DJ Snake, like, massive fan. And this is one of his latest, I think this is his latest release. And it's just wicked. It's like that trap beat with mixed in with like dubstep and then just kind of new EDM. It's just quality music that's like had time taken over it. It sounds amazing. It's got like attitude. It's got everything you want. Just quality stuff. So 5 out of 5 drinks straight up.
Yeah, I gave this a 4. It wasn't quite a 5. I don't know if there's something missing. Didn't quite hit here for me. Enough to be a 5, but it is a good song. It was one of them dirty tunes, and DJ Snake is fast becoming just an all-time legend. Like, he's already a legend of this generation, but he's fast becoming like that guy that just makes viral songs and big songs.
He's got hits.
And everything he makes sounds big. Like, it sounds like it's already number one. And it did get a 4 out of 5. He doesn't disappoint.
Okay, Damn Right Part 2, Audrey Nuna and DJ Snake. I gave it 5. I thought it was sick. Straight up sick. I'd love to try and play this in sets. I can't say much more about it, Chris. You covered everything. Shame we're late to the party with it, but, you know, who gives a fuck? So...
I say this again. I'd love
No
to
drinks
see
in the
Wade
booth.
like, host like a fluffy chat show on like the BBC. It would just be like the most jokes thing, just telling everyone to shut up all
If
the time.
Listen, if the BBC want to come at me to host something, I'm open to offers. Shout out BBC.
Did you do Ready Steady Cook?
Would I do Ready Steady Cook? Ready Steady fucking hurry up.
Like, is that what I'm talking about? That's what would happen.
Yeah. Don't think Gordon Ramsay's out of a job.
Oh, yeah. Maybe Way's the next Gordon Ramsay. Who knows?
Of the DJ world, yes. Passive aggressive, yes, I am. Okay, let's get to track. Let's get to track of the week, because we've got some good tracks to possibly make track of the week. So, Chris, I'll let you go first.
Well, it's weird because obviously it didn't come out this week. So, but I guess it's in the reviews. So it's got to be Damn Right Part 2, Audrey Nuna and DJ Snake. Unreal. Amazing track.
Pav?
I think by default, my track of the week this week is going to have to be 34 plus 35, the remix.
Because it's part of that Ariana fan club. Fair enough.
Yeah,
okay,
it's just like, it's the best of the fours.
Realistically, I'm torn between Ashniko and Flo Milli. I'm going to go with Ashniko and Khalees Deal With It because I have no clue who she was until I found this track, and this makes me want to listen to her music. And I obviously know who Flo Milli was beforehand. So I'm going with Deal With It, Ashniko featuring Khalees. Good tracks. I think we did well. Really good tracks. And as always, if you want to listen to any of the tracks, check out the Spotify playlist, No Drinks in the Booth. Watch the videos, because some of them have sick videos. On our YouTube playlist, No Drinks in the Booth. It's well worth doing. Well, that's the news. That's the reviews. That's it done. Boom. We're doing this in all really good time this week. We're not going to go over unless we talk shit for too long.
And there was actually a lot of tracks this week, and we kind of just like steam through them.
Yeah. I think it's just there's been like fuck all for the last month. It's because it's just been horse shit.
Yeah.
And the odd Christmas song. Like, that's basically it. I got a question for you guys.
Oh, are we entering the discussion now? Cue music.
Well, I mean, it was that, or we just cut the pod because otherwise we got to talk about something.
We've still got What's Your Order.
Whoa! We've got discussions to do, and then we have What's Your Order. I just ate a Burger King on the podcast for that exact reason. So come on.
Yeah, I think we should fuck off What's Your Order this week, guys. To be fair. 34 plus 35. Obviously, I am currently cunt of the group for saying Drake should be on it.
Dick of the week.
Who do you think should be on it that's not already on it? If you could name someone that should be on it.
Who do I think would be good on it?
That's literally the best two. I think
that's what I'm saying. Who's not on it?
No, I think there's two that would be sick on it. Nicki Minaj and Lil' Kim.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj would. Oh shit, Nicki Minaj would.
As Chris smacks the mic
side. Yeah, Nicki Minaj, she'd tear that up. That would be crazy.
Or Tinashe, she'd be quite good.
Yeah, she'd be cool. I can't think about anyone else really who would be crazy on that.
This is such a redundant question because I've answered it and everyone's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I actually fully agree.
I was just hoping someone was in a close enough sphere to Drake that I could argue this, but apparently fucking not.
Oh my god, Pat, right, look, he's not gonna
Joe
jump
would
on
be
the
good
track.
on it.
He's just not gonna do it.
Joe would be good on it. Party Next Door.
Yeah, he'd get away with it. That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Don't listen to any of his music, to be fair.
You are definitely not a Drake fan.
Except for when he's on Drake albums.
That's
the only time I listen to Party Next Door. I'm not even that huge of a Drake fan, to be fair. I just thought he sounded good on the tune.
Mate, chat shit, get banged. Fucking hell.
All right, Jamie Vardy. He's having a party.
I don't know that reference. I don't watch football.
That's where chat shit, get banged came from.
Is it really? I don't know.
It was Jamie Vardy, the footballer.
Oh, okay. Isn't he married to the one that was leaking, like one of the other footballers?
Rebecca Vardy, yeah. That was the one with Colleen Rooney.
Yeah.
That was the thing. It's still going on. It's in court at the moment.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's popping off.
Sick.
Jamie Vardy's also famous for on a match day drinks. Bearing in mind, like normal matches are like 3 p.m.
Yeah,
will have prior to the game at least 3 Red Bulls and 3 double espressos. So the fact that his heart has not fucking given up yet at 34 is beyond me.
Yeah, he's gonna be dead. But I didn't.
He did this interview recently where he was like, "Yeah, all the medical staff know I smoke. Just gotta live with it."
Oh, does he smoke as well?
He's Jamie a fucking legend. He did this interview and he was like, well, the medical staff know they've just got to live with that, and if my numbers are good, they're good, so they can fuck themselves, basically.
Mate, I'm not being funny. You can't be an athlete and like...
Do you know what the worst thing is? He fucking won the Golden Boot last year. He's top scorer.
Really? Fucking
He's
mental.
a beast. Like, he's a beast. He's
Mate,
an absolute tank.
Football is so bent, it's unreal.
Thing is, all the footballers used to do it like it's a thing. Like,
yeah, there's a reason they don't do it. It's because it's not good for you.
That can't be true. He can't be a smoker. Surely not.
it is, mate. Can you imagine like banging in a hat trick and being like, "Yo, yeah, can I have
Pass me my
B&H
Marlboro."
you got any B&H Jewel?
They say the same thing said about was it Troy Deeney, who plays for Watford? Yeah,
Watford.
He's kind of like he's not
Chain smoker.
Yeah, he doesn't like eat like crazy healthy. He said this on like podcasts and stuff. Like he's not.
None of them. There's a lot of them that don't. Ben Foster's got a YouTube channel and he talks a lot about this kind of stuff. Who is the keeper for Watford? And he's like, yeah, he was like, I'll have 3-4 beers. He was like, but then I'll just do an extra bike ride and lose the calories. He was like, you can do it.
Is it
just you just have to
this
put
how
in
you
the
live
work
Is
as
this how
well.
you live your life, Pav?
Yeah, I just need to get the bike.
Actually, more personal question, Pav. Do you still smoke?
I can neither confirm nor deny. No, I'm on vape life, mate.
Oh, okay. So you're looking for that popcorn lung.
Do you know what? I kind of came to this
popcorn lung. What's that?
Yeah, it's where your lung goes all fucked from vaping.
Oh wow!
I basically come to the conclusion that at some point I probably will stop, and that's a thing. But I'm basically conceded to the fact that, and I don't really want to like lower the tone of this fucking podcast, but I'm about to.
Well, it won't be the first time.
It's kind of to be expected at this point, mate. But go on.
I was watching this video, and like the guy was like, since the 1960s, like cancer rates have gone from like 1 in 30 to 1 in 2, and he was like, we smoked a lot fucking more then. So he was like, and we drank a lot more, and like we worked in the mines and all this shit. So he was like, just fucking go and live your life. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a pretty good idea. Maybe I should do things that I like.
Well, the thing is, we both sort of give up smoking. Like, I know you vape, but that's still like a gateway to giving up. And it's not technically smoking cigarettes.
It's the habit, isn't it?
Yeah, I found it quite... Obviously, Chris knows me pre-podcast. Pav only knew me from doing the streaming and now the podcast, and they're all best friends. But
until Pav
friends.
mentions Drake, and then we're not friends.
Yeah, but Chris has been around me DJ-wise and stuff and knows how much I smoke.
Oh, yeah. Like,
it's a thing with all DJs, though. Like, it's a thing... Like, I've seen it so many times because I like to leave from a gig generally quickly because normally my mates are there, so we'll go and chill out.
You ain't got to worry about that at the moment, mate.
But I'm trying to go generally, and you know that there is about to be an hour and a half staff bitching session that is gonna occur because everyone needs a smoke and also wants to talk about their week. So that's gonna happen. And like for the people that don't smoke, like they just jump on it because you're like, oh well, we're here now, we might as well. It's a thing.
Well, no, I was like a proper smoker.
Yeah.
I'd class myself as
me and Wade used to go outside the
club,
and yeah, you used to stand there. I remember you used to smoke like must have been 5 or 6, mate. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
That's chain smoking to a level though.
I was literally going. I used to like stuck them down, mate.
You just keep going. We'd just be talking for ages.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I was breathing more smoke than I was oxygen. But I give up. I've not smoked. I've had a cigarette here and there, but in terms of actually smoking, I've not smoked since May last year.
Oh, that's pretty good, mate.
Yeah, bar the odd cigarette here or there. But part of the reason doing it was, one, they banned menthol cigarettes, which is what I smoked, which really helped me obviously give up. And 2, every time I've had a cigarette since, they've been normal, and I'm like, it's disgusting.
Getting rid of menthols really changed the game for a lot of people. A lot of my friends have stopped smoking since
same with
menthols
me.
have gone.
I know lots of people that don't.
Yeah,
they're just completely.
But I'm obviously sad about it because I enjoyed smoking them, but I'm happy because, hopefully I won't die as young.
Get a few more years.
Yeah. So I'm pretty. The only thing I like to like anyone that listens to this that actually knows me was obviously I used to smoke to like it, as part of like a creative process. So if I was doing anything, I'd have a cigarette before or during or whatever.
Classic.
And I just found myself, instead of doing that, going out in the garden and walking around in a circle for like 5-10 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like you have to replace
Much
the thing, don't you? You have to replace it.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah. 100%.
Sorry, you know when you just moved your headphone off there to clean your glasses, you looked like your head was like fucking floating.
Yeah, it is, mate.
Yeah, Wade. I don't know if you know.
Mad-
Have you not noticed this? Wade actually doesn't have a neck, Pat. His head just like floats there.
Oh, does he not?
I'm just a fucking floating phenomenon.
Host,
Mad.
get us back on track. This podcast's gone off track. We're talking about floating heads.
Let's talk chip Stormzy.
Oh yeah, let's just get that out of the way because I know we all have our views. Well, Wade has one view on it.
I'll do my view first because
Go on,
obviously
you go,
because my view's shit. Is the fact that I fucking don't care. Like he's not replying, so I'm done with
cheers.
it. Leave it in 2020. Not really bothered. Like I'm trying to avoid the global pandemic. So that's my concern. Thank you. I'm going to sit down for 5 minutes.
There we go.
Oh, see, I think Stormzy got a reply, you know. It's getting a bit mad. Like, it's just 3 diss tracks. Like, the thing is, if it was any man, you'd be like, oh yeah, whatever. Like, fucking, I don't know. If it was like some side man or something, like, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. You've sent for Stormzy. He don't care. But it's Chip, and Chip's one of the few people I think you have to reply
But
to.
the thing is, let me just jump in real quick. Stormzy replied to Wiley. Wiley is history will tell you, and it will say in 20, 30 years' time, he was the godfather of grime. It's like,
yeah,
it's a different thing. Do you not think?
Nah, because Chip's pen is undefeated, and that's a fact. And Chip is considered possibly, when we're talking, because grime is based on clash, that's a fact in terms of the culture, like Jamaican sound system clash, that kind of thing.
Let's get to nitty gritty facts. Just get to the facts.
Chip is in that realm, probably above most of Wiley, Kano, those kind of people that we consider the greatest clashes of all time. Chip is in that conversation, and if you ask most people, they're probably in his top 5. Like he's probably top 5. If you ask any of those kind of people, which they have, and they're always like, yeah, it's top 3, top 5. Because I mean, Wiley regards him as the greatest clasher of all time, and I think Wiley's got pretty good opinion. He did it before he went crazy on everything.
I don't know. Like maybe I've just like I find it like quite a like.
Maybe you've just grown up too much, Wade.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, this was what I was gonna say. Is I find it like a very like teenage thing. Like when I was younger and stuff. I think me and Chip are like the same age, like or roughly the same age.
Oh, mad.
Oh, maybe I'm like a couple years older than him, but I knew Chip when he first came out and was like 10 or whatever, 12 or however old he was. Do you know what I mean? When he was like a kid.
Yeah.
Brought out Fire Ally and all that. Like, as you get older, you just find that, like, you don't really care about them. Like, the clashes aren't fun. It's like battle raps. I don't know many grown men that are really into battle rapping.
It's on a resurgence apparently at the moment.
No, wait, I get what you're saying.
But I get your point. Yeah, I get your point.
For me, I absolutely loved the Wiley Stormzy beef. Like, I literally stayed up, was on Twitter waiting for the next reply, you know, all this stuff.
I actually listened to the second diss track while I was DJing at the club.
Yeah,
that's how deep it was.
I would have done the same thing if
I just switch headphone from deck to fucking phone.
And when
was at that level.
Stormzy dropped Still Disappointed, I went back and listened to that like 5-6 times, like straight up, and I thought that still to this day that's crazy. But yeah, that's why I love because you're right, you brushed on it, Pav. Like that's what grime's about. It's about clashing, you know. So it's exciting still to me. to see that happen. And I've always said this about Stormzy. I've said this on the podcast. Stormzy and Chip, they are grime MCs, so I like to hear them over grime records. If I want to listen to some more chill stuff, I'll listen to something else. For me, they've got to be on grime instrumentals and stuff. So yeah, that's why it's great.
Do you know what? One of the things I heard from like the Chip record, the new one, I can't remember what it's called. He says about Stormzy saying like fuck the government and fuck Boris, then you're telling people to vote. And I was like, well, yeah, because fuck the government and fuck Boris, so vote to get him out. Like, duh. And I was just like stuff like that just made me feel like too mature for it. You know, a bit like, well, obviously,
you kind of see through it. You can see,
and like I'm only 23, so I
thought you were 18,
I'm still young.
I saw you were 18,
mate. I'm
19th birthday the other day, wasn't it?
You guys don't know, but Wade's life is actually that film Benjamin Button.
I was going to say that. I've perpetually stayed at the age of 26 for like the last 4 years. I don't know. Maybe it's just like I was seeing through like some of the bars. I was like, well, hang on. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Like, of course you're going to tell people to vote if you don't like the government. But
surely, if Stormzy comes out and says, if Stormzy does one song to Chip's 3 and it's a good song, it's done. And I think that's the thing. Yeah. Because if Stormzy comes out and says, like you just said, well, fucking obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, can't hear you counting racks. It's done.
What do you mean? Say that again? What do you mean?
But the thing is, he's counting racks, bro.
Stormzy?
He's got racks upon racks.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's why what I'm he's saying. Not replying. But like realistically, that's what I'm saying. He thinks the thing is to reply, which is up. Which is up for debate.
I don't think
the problem is obviously there's the video of Stormzy going to man's yard, innit? And that puts it on a level where it's like, you know what, this is a lot of bad publicity, and I think the reason why he hasn't replied is because some publicist at the record label has said, please don't fucking do that, because it looks like you're going to his house to fucking shank him. And that's not a great look for this brand new Warner deal that you've just signed.
It's a Def Jam deal.
Is it Def Jam? Which are they Warner? No, they're Universal.
No,
the Warner one before. Yeah, I'm full of shit.
Full of shit. Dick of the week.
3 out of 5.
Dick of the day. We should do that. We should definitely have a segment called Dick of the Day.
Sounds a bit sketchy.
The problem is one of us normally wins it within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, ain't gonna lie. It's normally one of you two. Yeah.
Oh, cheers.
Well,
mate, I'm the fucking glue.
Now I know why Chris doesn't ask how you are anymore.
Look,
it's because he's going for his extensive hat collection.
I'm not sure about that segment, Wade. I don't know. Maybe
Chris is all about positive. Chris is. We can't use Donkey of the Day because it's used by the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, Chris, you're too positive, man.
How's that? I
like Chris's positive shit.
There you go.
I mean, we balance out, so that's
why the podcast works, because we're the yin and yang. You know,
if there's a reason to hate something, I can find it.
Yeah, you definitely can.
And I try not to. It works perfectly, and that's the thing, it's balance. If we were both the same, Pav, the podcast wouldn't be interesting. However, is why we're doing it.
And I just stop you fucking going backwards and forwards over nothing.
I was going to say, speaking about stuff that you like and don't like, what did you like and not like about your Burger King? Let's get into what's your order, motherfuckers.
Do your theme song then.
What's your order? Tell me what's your order. Ooh. Yeah, we're here. God. Okay. We are back for...
And this is not the last What's Your Order, is it?
Hopefully not. Basically, we're going to essentially do the same thing in a slightly different way. And what I mean by that is we're just broadening the horizons, because we can't be doing like, oh, well, what's your favourite gourmet burger joint and all this kind of shit like that's not going to happen. We're going to find something else food and confectionery related that's going to get back into this. However, we're still here. Burger King. It's a big one. Chris, I feel like it's just fresh on your mind, bro. Tell me what you got. Tell me how it was. What life experiences changed for you?
If you're watching the video, want to see me eat it, you can rewind again if you want. ASMR with Chris Watson on a Tuesday night, maybe. So what did I get?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Chris, shut the fuck up. What did you order?
What did I get? I hear you ask. What did I get? I hear you ask. So I got Roadhouse crispy chicken burger with extra...
You got what?
The Roadhouse crispy chicken burger.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear it properly.
Added cheese. And halloumi as well as the extra cheese, which was absolutely fantastic.
Like in the burger?
In the burger. And it was actually fantastic. Chili cheese bites, portion of 6.
Nice.
Flex.
I'm not a massive fan of them. Didn't like them that much, I'll be honest with you. Didn't actually enjoy them.
Well, you fucking look like you did.
I mean, obviously I still ate them, of course.
Yeah. You scranned them in about 2 breaths.
Like, I still ate them, of course. Like, I'm just saying, I don't know if I'd order them again. And yeah, that's it. I mean, I've got the whole order here because like my family had some as well. We got 6 onion rings, and you're gonna lose your mind at this one. 2 vegan bean burgers. You make the call about that.
Motherfucker's got to eat.
Yeah, well, I'll talk about that a bit in my one.
So, but yeah, obviously my order, not a massive order. I think I'm going to guess what you're going to give me, which is just standard. Just a standard order, isn't it, really?
I mean, it was a classic Burger King order, so it got 3 out of 5.
My guy. You know how to rate stuff.
For me, I've just gone on based on what like you had. And the added cheese, I was like, oh yeah, great. But like, I don't rate halloumi.
I know, I love halloumi.
It's overrated. Like, it's a nice food, but it's just been like it's just been hyped up too much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, I feel like it doesn't deserve, like maybe Nando's, but like not in a Burger King burger. It's not for me. But 3 out of 5, solid attempt.
See, I will give you a 4 out of 5 because I really appreciate the fact you ate it live on the podcast.
It was so nice.
So you get bumped up for the fact that you went to that length, because I generally thought you was going to just name some random shit off the menu and be like, yeah, that's what I have.
Not. I might order something every week. It was so nice.
Well, I ordered the Burger King wrap of the
yeah. Yes, I gave it 4 out of 5. I can't knock it. I like halloumi, but I've never had Burger King halloumi, so I can't comment on it.
It's great. It was fantastic.
I like the chili cheese bites, but yeah.
I also like them.
Shall I do my order then, Pav?
Go on, bro. Hit us in.
Okay, so I go straight classic. I'll tell you a little story though. When I used to work in retail and I was like 17, at the shopping centre near me, we used to get Burger King all the time for lunch, and I used to get the veggie bean burger. It wasn't vegan, it was just veggie, and it was actually pretty delicious. So that's an honourable mention. I don't get it anymore, but if I'm in the mood for one, I'll get it. But my actual order is straight up classic Whopper.
Oh, yeah. Good choice.
Yeah, I can't knock it. It's a stone cold classic. I very much enjoy it. Would I say it's better than a Big Mac? Maybe. I really like...
100%. Not even a doubt.
I really like a Whopper. It tastes fresh. Is fresh. It is my thing. Obviously, I get fries. I get a portion of chili cheese bites. So I like them. Sometimes there might be onion rings. Sometimes there might be nuggets. It's all about how hungry I am. Honourable mention, because they don't do them all the time, is chicken fries.
They are doing them. I think they're a mainstay on the menu now.
They're literally on the first thing I saw when I went on Uber Eats.
Are they really?
They are amazing. I think they are, you know.
Okay, fuck this podcast. I'm off to get some.
Because they are like really good. Like they sound weird, but they're great.
Delicious. Okay, now that's said, I get a Whopper and chicken fries. Straight up Coke. We know I like a Coca-Cola Classic. That's really my order. Nothing fancy.
You never diet?
It depends. Whenever I have fast food, I always get full fat because I think, well, I'm eating shit. I might as well drink what I want.
See, I actually prefer the taste of diet over full fat.
I'll drink like in my regular day-to-day life. I will drink like diet or max or whatever or zero, but. When
you don't want to be that cunt that's got 1,500 calories on their plate and it's like, yeah, can I have the Diet Coke, please?
Yeah, because I've literally just asked for a large Whopper meal with chicken fries, onion rings, and some chili cheese poppers. They're like, what do you want to drink? I'm like, I'll have a milk, please.
Nah, or worse, an orange juice. Nah, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, don't order a fucking Tropicana with your shit, man. Nah. Like, don't do that.
See, my order's quite basic, but classic. Ratings, please give it to me.
I nearly bought a Whopper. Solid 5 out of 5, I can't lie. I'd be very satisfied if I had that order.
Yeah, it's a pretty good order still. It's 5 out of 5.
Yeah. King of this shit. Oh, Burger King have changed their logo on the different thing. Anyone know?
Did we talk about this last week?
Maybe we did. Okay, I'll shut up.
I feel like that's how Burger King became a thing, because we like fully spoke about it for about 2 minutes, and we were like, oh yeah, we should do Burger King next week, shouldn't we? Because we've got nothing else to do.
Yeah, that's quite true. Yeah, okay. I apologise. I stand corrected. Go back and listen to all them classic episodes available on Spotify and Apple
Many classics.
podcasts. Yeah, the
Everyone's
Classic
a
Factory
classic.
works overtime. Pav?
Speaking of classics, I have recently changed order because they have changed to classic. So I was a chicken royale guy, even though I don't generally order chicken burgers, but at Burger King I do, just because the chicken royale is so good.
Yeah.
Mainly because they're not stingy with the mayo. They pile that shit on, which is A+ allowed. Well done. And then I went to like the chicken royale with cheese and bacon, because they started doing that one. But now they do that one, but as a double, so it's 2 pieces of chicken,
Oh, fucking
the
hell.
bacon and the cheese, and that is a life changer. So I get that. I generally get the meal, so I got the fries, because they have changed the fries like a couple of years ago, and they're not utter dog shit anymore. Don't usually go onion rings, but I will get, depending on how hungry I am, the largest portioning of nuggets, which I think is 20. It's like 16 or some shit, or I'll get the 6, just depending on how hungry I am. But I have to get the nuggets, because hot take, but it's true, Burger King nuggets are better than Mackey's nuggets.
Agreed.
That is a fact.
Agreed. I think McDonald's wins on the fries. Their fries are better than Burger King
McDonald's fries are unreal.
I'm not half and half, because the fries are like the least important bit of the menu anyway.
I would generally say, and this is obviously maybe unpopular, who knows, I think Burger King's burgers and nuggets, like that whole section, is better than McDonald's burgers and nuggets, but
Yeah.
I think McDonald's fries are better than Burger King fries. That's just
I could live with that.
Yeah. Go on,
I could live
Pav.
with that.
I apologise. Carry on.
Diet Coke, because that's what I drink. And the other important one, this is a hard one, because it depends which Burger King you go to and how nice the person is working there. I like to get a selection of sauces, and sometimes they can be stingy cunts about it. And it's like, come on, like, because they like properly charge for their sauce. It's not like Mackey's where they're like, oh yeah, when you go up and you're like, oh yeah, can I have sweet curry, and they give you 12 sweet curries. Like, that's not how it is at Burger King. Like, the mayo and the ketchup, they're normally like, yeah, just have it, because it comes in the sachets.
Yeah.
All the other sauces are obviously Heinz branded, and so they can be a bit harder to unlock. So you have to make sure,
Hard to
special
unlock.
tip, be very nice to your server, because they will give you many free sauces.
Oh, sorry,
Because-
Pav. It's the fact you're trying to get the Heinz sauce is a lot harder to unlock, as if it's like a game on PlayStation.
Yeah, it fully is, bro. Like, and you need to level up. Like,
That's a joke.
I don't want to pay for them, but if you're going to give me 2 free, I will 100% have them, because the mayonnaise, the honey mustard is a banger.
They do
The
honey
barbecue, yeah, they do honey mustard.
Oh my god! Why don't I
and it's
fucking know this?
and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like a thick honey mustard, so it's nice.
Oh shit!
They've obviously got the sour cream and chive, which is a banger, and they've also got the sticky barbecue. And I don't want to pay 20p, 30p for each sauce. So if they're coming in, I'll have them. But that's generally my order. But I need them for the nuggets, and it's just a thing.
Pav, I'm going to give your order a straight out 5. I would eat all of that. The fact you've put me onto the fact they do honey mustard has blown my mind. Look, mate, I can't give you anything less. You get 5
Yeah,
straight up.
Cheers,
solid
mate. Thank
5.
you.
I mean, I'll be super happy.
I feel blessed.
if I was delivered that meal, for sure.
Yeah, I like caveat to all of this, which I think is quite funny. So the Burger King near me, I'm pretty sure is used for money laundering.
What?
Okay.
There's never.
Now, if you'd said Pepe's,
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I would have been like, oh
How
yeah,
was that?
okay.
I
Nah.
But like, Burger King,
Yeah.
it's hard to get a Burger King franchise. Like, you can't just get one.
Well, whoever's got this franchise, yeah, because it's the only one I go to. So shout out for the business they get from me and mostly just me. But
Shout out to me giving other people money, guys.
yeah, you like that, didn't you? I was quite impressed with that. It's right by a Tesco, but like in a little industrial part.
Yeah.
In that industrial part used to be the wonderful Blockbuster, RIP Blockbuster.
Rip.
But now it was Burger King and its drive-through, and then big old Blockbuster and Tesco sort of opposite. But now it's Burger King and like a HS chair shop or some shit, like somewhere that sells like special chairs for people with bad backs. And one, no one goes there, and two, anytime I go Tesco's, because it's near the Tesco's I go to, there is not a single soul in that Burger King.
Mad.
And it has been there since I was a child. Maybe they're not money laundering, maybe they're making their money without me seeing, but I'm just saying there's something a little bit suspect about it. Yeah, I shouldn't put allegations like that out, but
allegedly speaking.
Yeah. Shout out to that Burger. Joe, what? I feel so bad. I'm going to go there after and just get something to eat. I feel awful.
Chicken fries.
I've been smacking my local services. Shout out Hopwood Services on the M42.
That's where Pav hangs out.
Because that's because it's literally the only fucking thing open. You know how sad this has got, yeah? Like me and my cousin, like obviously we like work together, like we do like production stuff together and whatnot. And we'll be like, oh yeah, well, we need to talk over these ideas, but like it's effort sometimes to be on phone. Like it's quicker to just like do it together. And obviously we live in that lockdown life. So we're like, oh, well, what should we do? And we were like, oh, well, what's open? So we were like, oh, like at one point Costa was open, so we go there. Then we were like, oh shit, everything's closed. Like, where can we go? Like, we just need to get out. And we were like, oh, Hopwood Services is open. That's only 15 minutes away. Should we go there? And we were like, oh yeah, what a great idea. Went there, smashed it there because they've got Burger King, KFC, which are both open to 11 p.m.
Wow.
And an honourable mention to my favourite service station food joint, Harry Ramsden's.
Oh,
absolute G place. Because the fish and chips bangs, but they do a breakfast bap, but you get to choose what goes in it. It's like a pick and mix. That's a madness. And the biggest madness is that they've got a Tango Ice Blast machine just in the services.
I was just about to say, why don't we do fish and chips for our what's your order? And then I realised how stupid that would be.
No. Surely not everyone just orders fish and chips from the chippy.
Get fish and chips.
Surely. But you're a vanilla motherfucker, so we expected that.
That is true. You are a vanilla motherfucker. Yeah.
You go fish and chips. You get fish and chips.
Okay. Should we bring What's Your Order back for a very quick version next week?
Yeah, we'll do fish and chips next week. That's a good one.
As long as Wade's not like, well, like I get the
cod.
Like
our American viewers as well would appreciate that. Like just us. Talking about fish and chips.
That's true. That is actually very true because technically to them it is like big fish goujon and fries.
Yeah.
You're not fish and chips, are you, Wade? Just to confirm.
I get
Otherwise, this is going to be very
No. I get it sometimes, but only if I really fancy it. So
yeah, we'll do like your ultimate order. You're fucking starving. Yeah. What you're having.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so What's Your Order comes back for next week with our fish and chips UK special edition.
Just got saved.
Yeah, it did just get fake fuck. We're going to talk about ideas off the podcast, so we don't actually have to lose our favourite segment. But we've actually got a little bit of time left. Normally we run really far over. So if you want to air anything you're feeling right now is the time to do it, or forever hold your fucking peace.
Okay. Well, have you heard it? I mean, don't mention 3435 or Drake. Let's just not do that.
Oh, Drake's new album's coming out.
Other than that, we can
next week or the week after. In like 2 weeks, it's meant to come out. Whether it actually comes out or not is different, but I feel like it will. Cause it's not like he's had anything fucking else to do.
Yeah.
So you'd hope that it's actually ready. That's going to be a fire.
I've got something. So Drake's obviously got his Nocta like sub brand with Nike.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a huge fan of Nike and the Jordan brand. Shout out to them. Yeah. Who the fuck does the pricing for the Drake Nocta stuff?
Not us.
Because it is like ridiculously priced.
I was like,
yeah, no, but it's crazy.
Me?
Like it's crazy. How much are we talking?
How much is it? Because I've not seen it.
How much?
Oh, I can't fucking check.
But I know you can film me. No, but
like roughly,
it's like $350, $400 for like a jacket or something. It's like
it's
like
the puffer jacket.
Price.
Yeah, the puffer jacket I wanted was like $450. I was like,
crazy.
Yeah, can't afford that shit. But like
don't want that anymore.
The track tops are like so for a tracksuit, it's like £150 for the top, £125 for the bottoms. And I was just like,
it's like too extortionate.
Yeah, no one told him there's a fucking global recession.
Because actually, if it was like 120, like I don't know, like even like if it was a really nice tracksuit, and like bottoms, and it was like 120, 100 quid, people would most likely buy it.
Well,
But
look,
like that's extortionate, I reckon.
like a Nike Tech fleece, which I'm a big fan of. They retail like for the full tracksuit roughly about 180 to 200.
Yeah, I'm like 450. Like you're like fucking out. Like,
Yeah, and like that to me is like top end. Like I'm
That's
not
a
paying no more than that.
prestige
Like,
tracksuit.
that's
yeah.
So nah. So I just want to shout out to whoever does the pricing for that.
Although I
Can you,
am ready for
send me-
his clothing that comes with the album, the hopefully more affordable stuff.
The certified lover
that
boy
looks
stuff.
cool. And
Yeah,
that
I
actually,
want that,
I love. I've said this before on a pod, or maybe to you individually, but I love it when an artist's merch is not just merch; it's actually cool clothing. Like it's actually stuff you'd wear. Like I just think that's
Like, it's almost
so good.
It's only merch because they've released it at the time of a release. Like, so it's like related to the album because it might have like the same sort of scheme, but it's not like download Drake album 2021.
Yeah.
Like it looks cool
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
That's what I really liked about his tour clothing on the last tour, Assassination Vacation, because all the merch from that was sick. Just everything.
Yeah,
was
because
good.
even if you're a massive fan of an artist, like I'm a massive fan of Disclosure, got the t-shirt that came with their release, but I don't want a t-shirt, all due respect, that just has like Disclosure and then the album on the back. I want something that's Disclosure, but there's something that's like super cool, which it was. Like it was actually like a cool top that's subtle. Like if you know it's Disclosure, you know, but if you don't know, then it still looks cool. And that's what Drake's new stuff is like.
See, I'm like so into like music merch. It's unreal, like vintage music merch, new music merch. I love it. I don't care.
do like it.
I love it. The only other thing that sort of really happened that I can briefly talk about is I've like become like a huge like fan of YouTube.
Oh, I love YouTube. I watch so much YouTube. It's quality.
Maybe I'm late,
Welcome to the life.
but yeah, like the YouTube wormholes I go down at, like unreal.
What's the weirdest video you've watched so far on YouTube? Like where you've sat there and you've gone, like you've started on a video you actually wanted to watch, and then like 2 hours later you're like, hang on a second, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah.
Have you had that moment?
Yeah, I
And
watched-
what video was it?
A man shave his beard off with an axe.
You know what the worst thing is? I think I might have seen that. I've watched some weird shit on like, you ever watch like there's like these competitions where people like get these like really sharp knives that they've made, and they just go through cutting shit, and whoever can cut them the quickest wins. Like,
Oh yeah,
go
I've
through
seen
ropes
that.
and
I've seen
stuff.
that.
Oh, they're
yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think the weirdest thing I've watched.
Well, the
over
thing,
the last week.
the thing that makes me laugh was I was trying to watch a review for this like soap, like shaving soap, to see if it was any
Okay.
good, basically, because it ain't cheap, and just to see if it was any good. And like it was like a 2-minute review, so I thought perfect. And the guy that reviews them, I've seen some of his other videos and stuff, and he's pretty honest. And that's what then took me, I don't know, 2 hours later, to a man shaving his beard with an axe.
That's mad.
So it was slightly relatable, but nowhere near it. Yeah, very, very relaxing, oddly enough. I was on edge the first time I watched it. I watched it again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hang on, that bombshell.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if anyone just watch some
It's worth
weird
a watch.
shit on
Yeah?
YouTube. Oh, 100%. And like, you know, people like with like wild conspiracy theories on like the vaccine or like just the earth or whatever. I've seen a couple of them. Like some man was saying how like the vaccine is like the devil's cum.
Wow.
What?
Really? That's
Yeah.
not a thing.
Yeah, that was mental. I think he's wrong, but that was
Call me a
mental.
sinner and tickle me pink.
Yeah, it was mental. But he was like, I feel like he was trying to sell something to you in the end because I turned it off.
Yeah, well, he probably
Yeah.
was. Like, probably just some. Yeah, well.
They're quite good, and the whole like fitness YouTube, that's fucking mental.
Fitness YouTube is sick.
Because it's funny because you've got like the legitimate fitness ones who like just tell you how it is and not everything works for like just straight with you, and then you've got the ones that are like, you want to lose 400 pounds in 2 days, take these pills I'm selling. Like,
Yeah, because they cost £400.
like mental, absolutely fucking mind blowing. But YouTube, shout out YouTube, give us a deal.
Or at least like sort the price on the premium, because I'm paying like £18 a month, and if that was zero, it would be helpful.
Well, because of today, we're all recording. We should be on YouTube later. when we release.
Well, I mean, we are on
We'll be
YouTube,
back.
but we'll have high quality video for the first time ever, christened with
Yes.
watching me shovel a
Super.
Burger King down my throat. You know, like that's the
Mad.
mad. That's
I
a
love-
bit weird, but yeah.
I love it. Does anyone?
I love how
Go on.
every week. Sorry, I love how every week Chris is like, "Pav, you know these innuendos. You got to stop. It's just bad." And then he just.
I
said
don't know
that.
why I actually
I
had
know.
to use those words. It was just a bit weird. I'm sorry about that. But you know what I was saying.
Oh, don't apologize to me, mate. Don't fucking care. Not my throat.
That you wish it was with the Burger King.
Okay.
What?
Anything else anyone wants to add before I wrap this podcast up? Because we are bang on time and we're just starting to talk
Yeah,
shit.
we are.
Yeah. Just as we finish the podcast, just want to say the one final thing. The review section is there is a diamond in that dirt, but it is covered in a lot of horse shit. But you just gotta live with that, especially when you have established members of this podcast saying this is a classic house record. 3 out of 5.
I think I did. I don't think I said classic house record. I said it was a big house
That's
record.
exactly
I
what.
didn't say
Sorry,
classic.
no. Wade,
Yeah, you said
classic house record or not classic house
No,
record?
you said
Big
classic
shout
house
out to Left
record.
Wing
Yeah.
Cody. I didn't say classic house record. I'm sure I just said.
I mean,
big-
it's literally
a big
fucking
house
recorded.
record. A big house record.
Mate, I'm telling you now, Chris, I know what Chris is doing. Chris knows what he's doing. Yeah, he's trying to get signed.
He's gonna fucking cut it out, the prick, any.
Oh, he might as well.
This is the house record.
He's trying to get signed by whoever that was, Left Wing and Cody. Tool Room should sign you though. Okay, do you just want to add anything? Because we're just waffling shit.
I think the last thing I'd say is that I'm stating the obvious, but obviously next week, I'm almost certain, I'm going to predict this now, I'm going to say it, that the news section is going to be entirely dominated by what happens on the 20th of January.
100%.
So I'm just saying that now so we can look back on this and be like, oh my God, crazy. So I'm just saying that. So tune in next week to hear our thoughts on what does happen on that day.
Yeah, working overtime at the podcast factory we are. Okay, Pav, anything you want to add?
Nah, I'm fucking good, mate.
Okay, don't forget you can listen to all the tracks we spoke about in the review section on our Spotify playlist, No Drinks in the Booth. Watch the videos to them because some of them are sick on our YouTube playlist, No Drinks in the Booth. And as always, you can find us on, your favourite streaming platform, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and you can watch us live right here on YouTube if you're tuning in. See the video. From me, Pav and Chris, peace.